Good evening, everyone. Tarot Queen here. Today is the 12th of January. It is a Monday, and here is your free reading for this week. Now, I asked you to either choose 1, 2, or 3. If you have not done so, please do so now. So choose card 1, 2, or 3, and let's see what the energies talk to us about today. For the coming week, what should we know? Let me see if I can light a candle here. So the reading room is now open. Right. I'll push all the other cards away. I have probably about 3 decks here on my table at the moment. And let's see. So if you chose card number 1, here, let's reveal it is the Hangman's card. The Hangman is a card that talks about our self-sacrifice and what we think of ourselves when we are sacrificing for somebody else, when we are holding still, when we are holding space maybe for them, when we are holding back on our own decision making, when we feel our life is on hold because of somebody else that is around us that needs us more, or we feel that they need us more. So sometimes you need to have clarity around why you are giving up an amount of time for somebody else, whether it is something this week that is required of you to do so for their wellness, for their mental health, for their physical, their psychological health. Maybe you need to step back a little bit and allow them to come forward and be the most prominent figure in your world at this point in time. Reflect on how you feel about doing that. If it feels a little bit weird, if it feels that you have regrets or you feel angry about that, you need to look at why that is happening. It may be the sign that you need to see to tell you whether you continue to give of your time or not to that person. I do have my other deck here, this one, Threads of the Soul. So I'm going to add a card to each card today. Let's see what this one says. And this one says the river crossing. What transition are you making? How can you trust the journey even if the destination is unclear? So maybe you are hanging on to something that you really need to disconnect from at this point in time. And this card is, what transition are you making? How can you trust the journey even if the destination is unclear? And that is about knowing that you may have done enough at this point in time and no more can be done. Maybe that is your story for this week. I can't do anything else. I can't stop here and wait any longer. I just have to trust that it is now my time to disconnect and move forward. Now, if you chose card number 2 and I chose card number 2, you have the 6 of Pentacles. And this is about generosity. So it kind of is very different to this one here, because this may be the thought of being generous, with your time, the thought of needing to be with people who just need time rather than financial support. And if someone comes to you looking for financial support at this point in time, maybe that's what you can give them, but more than anything, I think most of us can't, but we can give our time. We can give our time freely. So maybe this is about being generous. There is another thing that comes up to me right now as I talk about this as well. And this may well be a feeling of, let me see if I can find the words, treating everyone the same. So you may have siblings, or you may have children, or you may have people around you that feel that they are not being cared for or given attention to as much as other people in your life. And that may well be something that you have to discuss and talk about this week and let people understand how you really think about it. Because I know that, in all types of relationships, there can be difficulties where some people believe that they should have more of you. And this may well be one of those weeks where you have to think more deeply about this. Now, let me pick another card here. And the card here is the unfinished story. What part of your life still feels incomplete? What next step can you take? Right. A lot of things come up here. It may be that you are giving yourself more time, or you have been giving yourself more time. And someone comes up to you and says, you're never here anymore, you're doing things for yourself, why don't you spend more time with me, don't you love me anymore, all of that sort of stuff. So what part of your life still feels incomplete? What do you feel that you owe yourself? And this goes back to another thing that I was talking about with my membership group. And this is this feeling of selfishness, that if you do something for yourself or take time out for yourself, that you're just being selfish. And people love to throw that at people, that whole idea of selfishness. So there are a few things to think about this week. Now, if you chose, and that was my card as well, if you chose card number 3, it is the Ace of Wands. Now, what new beginnings, what things are starting, what epic adventures are beginning for you this week? What do you need to really take control of and move forward with? Because the Ace is giving you the opportunity to move forward and to be very, very clear in the steps that you're going to take and literally take command of what you are doing this week. Maybe a week of big decisions that you are the only one that can make or should be making. I like the fact that Elvira is looking behind this card. That was a lovely gift to me by a friend, Dave. Thank you for my Elvira. She sits on my altar. So the Ace of Wands is expectation, opportunity, great thoughts, new beginnings, new ideas, things that you can strive to become or do. If you want to be part of my membership, please reach out to me on Buy Me a Coffee and look at the stuff that I'm putting up there right now, where we're talking about expansion, we're talking about our own self-care, and we're talking about all the delicious things that we can do for ourselves rather than for everyone else. Maybe 2026 is the year of us. Maybe it just might be the year that we do stuff for ourselves. I will put the link in the comments so you can see. If you want to join, by all means do. And I'm going to pick a card for this one as well. And this is the Treasure Found. What inner reward have you gained from a recent challenge? How can you honour this growth? That's perfect for that card as well, because you may have found that something that you have done most recently has given you pleasure and joy and happiness, that you have actually achieved that. Now, what do we do with it? Do we do more? Are we brave enough to take the next step? I hope that you are, because that is a brilliant card. The Ace is a brilliant card that says, yes, the time is now. And this Treasure Found is even more perfect to answer that question. So I'm going to leave you with all of that. I hope that the card that you chose makes sense for you and that you have gained something out of it. And I say goodbye till next Monday night's free video recording of the cards. And if you do want a tarot reading from me, please reach out to me in the comments. There are many, many different ways that I can do one for you. I can do a recorded reading via video, just like you're seeing here. I can do an email reading, or we can have face-to-face readings as well. So whatever you wish, I am here at your service. So thank you very much. and I'll talk to you soon from the Tarot Queen. Bye for now.